get to the choppa. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
We're diving deep into Predator,
Mhm.
1987 classic.
Classic.
Pits Arnold Schwarzenegger against the ultimate hunter.
Absolutely.
Forget those cheesy sequels.
Ugh,
Going back to the original.
the OG.
Well, that made us afraid of the jungle.
And maybe dreadlocks too,
Right.
a little bit. Yeah.
It's so cool how Predator blends genres.
It really does.
You've got that muscle-bound action we expect from Arnold,
Oh, yeah.
but it's woven into this sci-fi setting with a healthy dose of horror,
Of course.
and it works.
It does.
It's not just explosions and one-liners.
Right.
There's a genuine sense of dread
Oh, yeah.
as these commandos realize they're not at the top of the food chain anymore.
Right.
Okay, so let's paint the picture for those who haven't seen this 80s gem.
Okay.
We're dropped into the jungle with Dutch,
Yes.
our cigar-chomping hero,
Love it.
and his team of elite soldiers.
The best of the best.
They're on a mission to rescue a hostage.
Seems simple enough.
But things go sideways fast.
Oh, yeah.
The film does such a good job setting up that classic 80s action vibe.
For sure.
You've got the muscle-bound heroes,
Yeah.
the witty banter,
Always got to have that.
the mission briefing with Dylan.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that feels straight out of a cheesy action flick.
Totally.
You think you know what you're getting into
Right.
until you don't.
So you don't.
It's like the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
The jungle is already this oppressive, almost claustrophobic presence.
Right?
Then they find a skinned body, hang it upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, not a pretty sight.
I can imagine.
And that's where the movie shifts gears.
It does.
We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
Yeah.
The discovery of that skinned body,
Gruesome.
and later the gruesome remains of an entire special forces unit,
Wow.
introduces a level of brutality
Yeah.
that goes beyond your typical action movie fare.
For sure.
It's like the film is saying, buckle up.
Buckle up.
Things are about to get real,
Yeah.
and there's something about not knowing what did it
Right.
that's truly terrifying.
For sure.
You've got these tough guys, armed to the teeth,
The best.
but they're suddenly vulnerable.
Oh, yeah.
Prey in their own hunting ground.
I like that.
Prey in their own hunting ground.
It's true.
It plays on our primal fears.
Absolutely.
The jungle becomes this character in itself,
Yes.
hiding a predator
Uh-huh.
that's as intelligent as it is deadly.
A scary combination.
We only get glimpses of the creature at first.
Right.
Distorted images through its thermal vision,
It's so cool.
the shimmer of its cloaking device.
Yeah.
It's like a ghost picking them off one by one.
One by one they go.
The scene where Hawkins gets blasted out of nowhere,
Oh, man.
just a puff of blood in the air,
Brutal.
that's when you know this is something different.
Totally different.
This predator isn't messing around.
Not at all.
And it's not just about brute force.
Yeah.
The predator is a master of technology. Using thermal vision, a cloaking device, and advanced weaponry
Uh-huh.
that makes Dutch and his team look like they're playing with toys.
Really.
It's a chilling reminder
It is.
of how quickly the tables can turn.
Yep.
When you're up against an enemy you don't understand.
How true.
It makes you wonder,
Yeah.
what if this wasn't just a movie?
Right.
What if we encountered something like the Predator
Yeah.
in the real world?
What would we do?
It taps into our fear of the unknown,
It does.
of being outmatched by a technologically superior force,
Right.
and it raises questions about our place in the universe.
Big questions.
Are we the hunters?
Yeah.
Or are we the hunted?
Oh, I like that.
Deep stuff for an action movie, right?
It is.
But that's what makes Predator so great.
It's true.
You got the thrills,
The chills.
and a little something to make you think.
For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a film that works on multiple levels,
Uh-huh.
delivering on the action
Right.
and the special effects,
Sure.
while also exploring these deeper themes of human vulnerability
Yeah.
and the limits of technology.
Absolutely.
All right, let's hit pause here for a moment.
Right.
You set the stage,
Mm-hmm.
introduced our players,
Yep.
and gotten a taste of the terror that
Yeah.
awaits Dutch and his team.
They're in for it.
But trust me, you haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, no.
So the Predator is picking off Dutch's team one by one.
Yep.
And they're starting to realize this isn't just another walk in the park.
Right.
What I love is how the film builds that sense of paranoia
Yeah.
and helplessness.
Uh-huh.
You see these hardened soldiers,
Yeah.
guys who eat danger for breakfast,
Haha. Right.
slowly unraveling as they realize
Yeah.
they're up against something they can't fight.
Right.
Bullets and brawn.
Interesting.
Mac, especially.
James. Bill Duke.
Yeah, Bill Duke.
Awesome.
It has some great moments where you see the fear creeping in
Oh, for sure.
and Dylan's reaction.
Oh.
Talk about denial.
Total
He
denial.
wants to stick to the mission. Refuses to believe anything other than gorillas could be responsible.
Right.
Dylan represents that old-school military mindset.
I see.
He's a product of a different era
Yeah.
where strength and firepower were the ultimate solutions.
Makes sense.
He's completely unprepared for something like the Predator.
Yeah. He's in for a rude awakening.
And let's not forget Blaine.
Jesse Ventura.
Oh, yeah.
Another great one.
He's all bravado,
Uh-huh.
spouting one-liners like, Old Painless is waiting,
Classic.
until Old Painless doesn't do a damn thing
Right.
against the Predator's plasma caster.
Oh, man.
That scene is iconic.
It is.
You see the sheer destructive power of the Predator's technology
You do.
as it just blows Blaine away.
Cool.
It's a turning point in the film.
I agree.
The moment where Dutch realizes they need to change tactics.
Absolutely.
And Dutch,
Yeah.
the guy who starts out as this almost superhuman action hero,
Uh-huh.
he has to adapt.
He does.
He sheds the technology, the big guns, and embraces the jungle,
Wow.
covering himself in mud to hide from the Predator's thermal vision.
That's awesome.
It's a brilliant visual metaphor
I like that.
for how humanity can sometimes find strength
Uh-huh.
in stripping away its technological advancements
Interesting.
and returning to a more primal state.
Yeah.
Dutch becomes one with the jungle,
He does.
using its secrets to even the odds.
Cool.
That final showdown, though.
Oh, man.
Talk about a David and Goliath battle.
Yeah.
Dutch stripped down to almost nothing,
Wow.
betting traps and using his wits
Uh-huh.
against this technologically advanced alien hunter.
Doesn't get much better than that.
It's a fight that's both thrilling
Yeah,
and surprisingly emotional.
it is.
You're rooting for Dutch,
For sure.
this vulnerable human who's lost everything
Right.
to outsmart this creature.
Ah,
That
okay.
seems unstoppable.
I know.
And let's talk about the Predator itself.
Okay.
The design,
Yes.
the mandibles,
Oh, yeah.
the dreadlocks.
So,
It's both terrifying
uh-huh.
and strangely beautiful.
It is.
The Predator's design is a masterpiece
Absolutely.
of creature creation.
Agreed.
It's alien,
Yeah,
yet humanoid enough to be relatable,
I see that.
with a biomask that hides its true face,
Uh-huh.
adding to the mystery and intrigue.
For sure.
Those mandibles are the stuff of nightmares.
Oh, yeah, they are.
They definitely add to the creep factor.
Absolutely.
But it's not just the look.
Right.
The Predator has a code, a sense of honor.
Interesting.
It hunts for sport,
Uh-huh.
testing its prey's strength and cunning.
Yeah.
It's not mindless killing.
Yeah.
There's a ritual to it.
I see that.
That's what elevates the film.
It does.
Beyond a typical monster movie.
Right.
The Predator isn't just a mindless killing machine. It's a
Uh-huh.
complex creature
Uh-huh.
with its own culture and motivations.
Fascinating.
There's a scene where it rips the spine and skull
Oh, yeah.
from Billy.
Sonny Landham.
Yeah,
Great actor.
as a trophy.
Wow.
Not just out of brutality,
Right.
but as a sign of respect for a worthy opponent.
So interesting.
It's chilling, for sure,
Oh, it is.
but it also adds a layer of depth
Yeah.
to the Predator as a character.
Right.
It makes you wonder about the Predator's society,
It's
their history,
Uh-huh.
their relationships with other species.
Yeah,
There's a whole universe hinted at in this film
I agree.
that's ripe for exploration.
Absolutely.
And that's something the sequels, sadly, haven't always managed to capture.
It's true.
They often lose that sense of mystery and complexity,
Yeah.
turning the Predator into just another action movie monster.
Unfortunately,
It's a shame,
it is.
because the original film has so much potential.
I agree.
It's not just an action film.
No.
It's a sci-fi thriller
Uh-huh.
with elements of horror
Right.
and even social commentary woven in.
Wow.
It makes you think about our relationship with technology, our
Yeah.
place in the universe,
Yeah.
and what it truly means to be a hunter.
Deep stuff.
You mentioned the sequels falling short.
Yeah.
And I think part of that comes down to the magic of the original.
Right.
The direction,
Uh-huh.
the cinematography,
Yeah.
the score.
The music.
It all comes together so perfectly.
I agree.
John McTiernan,
The director.
yeah, the director,
Great director.
he knew how to build tension
He did.
and create this believable world,
Uh-huh.
even with all the sci-fi elements.
Totally.
McTiernan's use of the jungle is masterful. It's not just a backdrop.
No.
It's a character,
Yeah.
a force that's both beautiful and deadly.
Right.
The way he frames shots
Mm-hmm.
using the dense foliage
I love that.
and that low-hanging mist,
Creates such a mood.
yeah,
It does.
to create a sense of claustrophobia
Right.
and unease.
Yeah, you feel it.
It's brilliant.
It is.
You feel like you're right there with Dutch,
Oh, yeah.
sweating,
Uh-huh.
struggling to survive.
Totally.
And the cinematography by Donald McAlpine
Yeah.
is stunning.
Gorgeous.
The use of light and shadow,
I know.
the way they capture the movement
Right.
of the predator
Yeah, huh?
through the trees.
Like a ghost almost.
Yeah,
It is.
it's almost poetic at times.
Absolutely.
I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
That blend of beauty and terror
Right.
and the visuals really nail that feeling.
They do.
And let's not forget the music.
Oh, the music.
Alan Silvestri.
Yes.
His score is iconic.
Absolutely iconic.
That main theme
Mm-hmm.
with its pounding drums,
I love it.
an almost tribal feel.
It's so
It
good.
gets your heart racing every time.
Every time.
It perfectly captures the film's blend
It does.
of action,
Yeah.
suspense,
Uh-huh.
and primal energy.
It's perfect.
It's one of those scores you can listen to
I know, right?
even without watching the movie,
Yeah.
and it instantly transports you back to the jungle.
Right back there.
You can almost smell the mud
Uh-huh.
and the gunpowder. It's interesting how Predator became this cultural phenomenon.
It really is.
I mean, you've got the catchphrases,
oh, yeah.
the memes,
Ah.
the countless imitations.
So many.
The Predator itself has become this modern-day monster,
I agree.
a symbol of our fear of the unknown.
I like that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Get to the choppa
It's
is right up there with I'll Be Back
in the Hall of Fame.
and the Action Movie Hall of Fame.
Of course.
And who hasn't seen that image
oh, I know.
of the Predator with its mandibles wide open, ready
Yeah.
to strike?
Scary stuff.
It's a testament to the film's lasting impact,
It is.
that it continues to resonate with audiences
Uh-huh.
even decades later.
For sure.
So what does it all mean?
Good question.
What's the takeaway
Mhm.
from this deep dive
Yeah.
into Predator?
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
Predator is a reminder that humans
Uh-huh.
are not always at the top of the food chain.
Right.
It challenges our assumptions
It does.
about strength
Yeah.
and technology,
Uh-huh.
showing us that sometimes
Yeah.
the most dangerous enemy is the one we don't understand.
That's true.
It's a film that forces us to confront our own vulnerability,
I agree.
our primal fears,
Yeah.
and ultimately our own humanity.
Wow. I like
And it does all that
It does.
while delivering some of the most thrilling
Uh-huh.
and memorable action sequences
Oh, yeah.
ever put on film.
I agree.
It's a masterpiece of the genre
Absolutely.
and a must-see for any fan of science fiction,
Mm.
action,
Horror.
or horror.
One of the greats.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks.
So if you haven't already,
Yeah.
do yourself a favor and experience the original Predator.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it.
Trust me.
And if you're a seasoned fan,
Yeah.
maybe it's time for a rewatch.
Always good time.
You might be surprised
He might
at how well it holds up.
Absolutely.
And that's what we love about
it
movies.
is.
The power they have to transport us to other worlds, to make us think,
Yeah.
to make us feel.
Make us feel.
Until next time,
Okay.
keep exploring those worlds.
We'll
Keep those conversations going.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe
Please.
for more deep dives
Yes.
into the movies that matter.
The movies that matter.
See you next time.
See ya.